Oh my goodness, what is it? Soon open it up. It's going to be an advertisement for Chuck E. Cheese.
Ooh, bacon.
Greetings, tasty morsels. Today we're watching Silo, episode 6. This one is entitled The Relic. I'm pretty sure that refers directly to our wonderful Pez dispenser, which we saw at the end of the previous episode. I think Juliette is going to use that sort of like a little bit of bait that throws George under the bus slightly so that she can get judicial interested enough to want to investigate George more closely so that she can have an excuse to actually start a proper investigation into George so she can find out what happened to him. Previous episode was kind of nuts.
That's an understatement.
We found out that there is a special door labeled janitorial that Sims says basically houses the single most important thing in the entire silo. He said there are people behind that door, and that those people are the people who actually keep the silo running and safe. I'm kind of wondering if it's going to be like a Futurama thing where it's just a big room full of heads and jars and they're all like the founders or whatever, and they secretly run the silo using super advanced cyber technology or whatever. Nobody's supposed to know. Who knows?
Definitely not you.
I think that right there though is our big linchpin, the hatch from Lost mystery that's going to blow things wide open and really get us sunk into the deeper mythology of what's happening in this place. We learned in last episode that the Pact forbids magnification technology that can take you down to microcircuitry level and below, and forbids mechanization that can do things like lift people up the different levels of the silo, which is interesting. So I'm wondering exactly what they're trying to stop them from being able to see. Is it computing technology, or is it biological stuff, or is it both? Because I there's something in the back of my head that keeps whispering to me that these people might not be entirely what they seem or what they think they are. Maybe they're biomechanical in some way. And of course I could just be completely off base.
No.
We also got a little tidbit, and I didn't talk about this at the end of last episode, and I really should have, but it slipped my mind. But we found out that Juliette's mother had apparently invented a device that did let you see below that scale using lasers. So I'm wondering if it was like some sort of essentially like a scanning electron microscope kind of thing that she made. And we know that her mother disappeared or died or something along with her little brother, and I'm guessing that's probably why. Juliette managed to basically prove that she has what it takes to be detective. To be sheriff, even though she doesn't know the law yet.
No details, mere details.
And Bernard is acting at least like he now trusts her to do the job and wants her to succeed. I don't trust him, though. Oh, a little Coriolis pattern. I think those follow the Fibonacci sequence, don't they? The gold ratio is the Fibonacci sequence, right? Can't remember.
I'm trying, but most of these keys aren't working.
I think you're stalling, bro.
Was this trouble guy judicial?
I'm not at liberty to.
If so, I'll need a different set. But Judge Meadows...
Sheriff, wait, hey, you sure you want it, Sheriff?
She had a warrant. I like that they make sure that they always show us little touches in people's apartments and stuff that remind us that these are all people, even if I'm right that they're biomechanical of some kind. I mean, technically we are biomechanical, but you know what I mean. Artificially created biomechanoids as opposed to naturally occurring biomechanoids.
What you got?
Honestly, I don't know.
Did she not even need to plant anything because he already had a relic? Oh no, it was that one. I don't know why I thought that it was something different. All I saw was the ducky. The Pez dispenser is a great example of technology we have nowadays that if civilization were to fall, people in the future would have no idea what the hell it was for.
Teenage mating rituals?
Am I your only friend in the entire silo? Because that's pretty sad.
I mean, if I gotta have one.
Yeah, but only one friend out of over 10,000 people.
You wanna keep that?
What if I want to risk going to prison or sent down to the mines for one of your strange toys?
The mines. The guy that was sick with the shaking. So that's probably where he got exposed to whatever's made him that way.
If these things aren't worth risking our lives for, why do they make it a risk to our lives to have them?
That's a damn good question. Why are they trying to hide knowledge of the previous world?
To me, this watch is everything.
And of course, a watch probably would be legal, even though it's a relic, because of the fact that people in the silo still know what watches are. The things that are illegal are the things that they don't want them understanding.
Are you not going to ask me what the silo's biggest question is?
Just stop talking, please.
Who built it and why? Does she have a radiation symbol on on that package? So the package they used to designate something a relic is the radiation symbol? Am I understanding this correctly? They know what plastic is, okay. Part of understanding this world will be paying attention to little details about what technology they do understand.
These days, even when you win the pact competition, it's Sims who gives you the pin.
There's a competition for knowing the pact?
I won it 4 times, more than anyone else.
Interesting. That implies that Sims is the one who really runs judicial.
You're the sheriff. If you want to meet with Meadows, that's another thing entirely.
Yeah. So at least there's that level of respect for her position. Definitely curious to get to know more about Judge Meadows.
I'd like to conduct a Relic's investigation as a way to identify possible offenders like Trumbull before they have a chance to.
I love that she used their own trick against them. Used planted evidence. Huh. And she's feeling sick too? Makes me wonder if they're poisoning her as well.
You probably know less of the pact than my son does.
Your son? Oh, wait, no, he's just saying that as a insult, not that Billings is his son.
Nothing gets past you, Einstein.
What's wrong with you, Judge?
People with badges, doing things for personal reasons, tend to get other people hurt.
Facts. Do you know what it is? Or are you also very curious about relics? If he immediately just types in Pez dispenser, I'll be like, what the fuck? Is this like a whole room full of relics? Oh, is this the janitor's closet? I never even stopped to wonder where he was right now. I assumed he was still over in judicial, but I don't know.
You know, if we wanted, we could pinpoint the exact place that it was stitched or the person who wore it last.
The exact same?
Yes.
Sorry, continue.
It's fascinating, all right?
Yeah, I mean, it's so fascinating.
You don't appreciate that?
No, I do.
I get it, dude. She fixed it. I'm surprised they even have the tools to work on it.
Because when you talk about these things, something ignites in you, and I can see it on your face, and I don't see that on a lot of people.
Passion is very attractive, guys and ladies.
What I'm trying to say is I fixed your watch for selfish reasons because I really like the way that I feel when I make you feel the way that you do.
Wow, you don't know how to say you love somebody, huh? Kitty! Glad to know kitties are still around in the silo. That's oh man, what are those things called? It's like a Maine Coon.
Nobody cares.
Never thought I'd see that again.
Sorry, what?
The watch.
That watch?
You know it?
Of course I do.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Secret Life of George. Oh, what are we about to find out? What juicy details? George Wilkins.
Miss Jackson, are you in possession of any relics legal?
Last time I saw him, that's where he was headed. Moving on to the next thing. Any fool would see he's not the type of guy you spend forever with.
And she's reading her like a book.
Did you see or hear from him after he went down to mechanical?
You ask a lot of questions.
I mean, it's an investigation. That's how that works.
Thank you for your time, Miss Jackson. If you have any questions, we can definitely...
How long?
When he told you he loved you, did you believe him?
I mean, George has good taste, at least. Starting to wonder if she even wants to find out the truth now, I'm guessing. Oh, he's got on his stern, angry dad face.
Is it even slightly possible that he simply thought that the artifact was a harmless curio and decided to take it home for himself?
You want me to entertain a hypothetical? I'm not going to do
Theoretically,
that.
it is possible. Yes?
I have the hardest time reading Bernard, like, well, in terms of his motivations.
Some mysteries are best left unsolved. Mr. Sims?
Well, so much for that plan.
Juliette, you're the sheriff of the silo and you can't commit to being honest with me? Shoot, maybe you and this George guy were perfect for each other.
You want honesty?
I do.
Your hands shake.
He's got the sickness.
I only asked you to be honest, and if you weren't gonna be, to let me know rather than set me up to take the fall. You know, everybody here in the office says the reason why Holston and Marnes were a great team was because they looked out for each other.
Look where that got them.
I don't know. I think this guy can be trusted, actually. I think he really just wants to do right by the silo. But is also dedicated to the pack, so maybe won't go as far as Sims. I don't know. So where did he get the syndrome, though, right? Presumably he didn't also work down in the mines. Maybe it's whatever's coming out of the vents.
How was your day?
Lucas, you've never had a girlfriend, have you?
You seem nice. I hope you're not evil or someone who's going to end up dying.
Cafeteria worker on my level told me that it was going to be cloudy this evening, so
You came up anyway?
Yeah, I came to see you.
Wait a minute.
Wow.
How did the cafeteria worker know it was going to be cloudy? Now, who are these people? Presumably the syndrome is environmentally caused and not something transmissible. Oh man, he's having a hard time even holding his baby. I don't know, it's making me think of sort of like heavy metal poisoning affecting the nerves.
Did you eat the ginger root I gave you?
I couldn't. I wasn't alone at all today.
That's what's going on with the judge too. That's what the stuff she was drinking. Oh no, it's pills. So many mysteries. So is it muscular or nervous or both?
Have you seen any signs in Claire?
You know it doesn't work that way.
So it's not genetic.
It's a big question.
Why did they make the silo?
What if everything you know to be true, everything you've been told by the people you love, was, in fact, just one big lie?
The irony.
Walk.
Irony. The woman who never leaves her room is named Walk.
Turns out the person I was doing it for wasn't worth the trip, so.
Yeah,
So
but
did you
the
leave your
truth
Galway
itself.
up top for him, or because it was the right thing to do?
It's a waste of time.
You can talk to me about time when you can't bring yourself to step out the door.
Oh, so she really is just a shut-in, yeah. Severe social
The
anxiety.
person I thought he was.
No one is.
Let go of whatever it is you're wrestling with. And finish the job.
Damn straight. These are the moments that define a hero. Be a hero. Wait, was that the judge?
Oh, we all look alike, do we?
He comes at night.
What? What are you talking?
Sims. Just like the midwife.
He'd turn up at night at the foot of my bed in the darkness, and he would recite the names of everyone that I had talked to that day. Everyone I had talked to.
Wait, is this what happened to Walk? Because she's a shut-in too. I just thought about that. Yeah, seriously. I'm wondering now if Walk is the same as her. Nah, she's probably going to die next because they're sure that you've been talking to her.
You said he gave you something. What is it?
It's everything.
Uh-oh. What we got? Is that the... Wait, no, because he got the hard drive
This
before they
is a
started
gift from George's mother,
keeping records.
hidden for generations.
Is this before the rebellion?
It's before the silo.
Whoa. Oh my goodness, what is it? She's going to open it up. It's going to be an advertisement for Chuck E. Cheese.
Don't speak it out loud. Don't let them hear.
She just walked home with it in her hand. That's funny. Yep, just carrying around something casually that could get me killed if anybody knows I've even seen it. I'm gonna laugh my ass off if it really is an advertisement for Chuck E. Cheese.
Stop it. Get some help.
Oh, right now this is really feeling like Into the Badlands. They wouldn't want people seeing a book like this because it would make them dream of leaving the silo. That kind of implies that there really is a fucked up world outside. But it could be a situation where there was a fucked up world and they're so worried about it still being that way that they just are afraid of anybody getting it in their head to go out. I feel like I need a voiceover by Armin from Attack on Titan right now.
Oh, don't say anything. No spoilers.
Man, can you imagine how shook you would be to see that the world is like some completely different place? I don't know about this shot, though. This shot's making me feel like she's being watched. Is this a monitor? Holy shit! These are the people in the janitor's closet.
She has to see this. Now.
Where are we? Or is this inside the sun? What? What? Oh my god, I need to know. Oh, next episode is called The Flame Keeper, so I'm guessing those are the people who are inside the janitor's closet. Remember how I said there are going to be people who are the ones who are truly in charge, right? I'm guessing those are the people inside of that the janitorial closet. Oh, so much to chew on there. So the primary thing they worry about is anything that makes people think that the outside world is better than inside the silo, it seems. Those of you who know will definitely understand why I mentioned Armin Alert from Attack on Titan just now, watching that whole sequence.
Shut up.
And also, yeah, like Into the Badlands and THX 1138 and so many other, I think even Logan's Run. There's definitely a pedigree of shows and books and such that have dealt with this concept. It really is just, I guess, Plato's cave allegory. The silo is Plato's cave, and we have all these people who don't know what reality really is. And the question is, how far up and down does that go? You know what I mean? Like, even these flame keepers who I think we're about to learn about, the reality that they know or that they're protecting people from in their minds, is that even real reality? How many levels does this go? Fitting that we've got this silo metaphor with all these different levels. And of course, it reminds me of Fallout as well, because you had all the vaults.
Shut up.
So yeah, there's so much we need to know now. But I'm sitting here just my mind reeling about like the different connections that were possibly made here. This lady reminds me so much of Juliette's surrogate mother, Walk. She talks about how she's afraid to go out and everything, and she misses all these people that she can't see anymore. And I'm wondering if it's because whoever these people are had been coming to her and standing at the foot of her bed and making her give up names and everything else. And we get the probable connection that Juliette's mother was punished in some way and possibly killed, maybe by being sent out to clean, for having invented a technology that would allow her to see things on a smaller scale than the pact allowed. We have Walk really pushing Juliette to find out the truth, and it makes me wonder how much she knows beyond what she's saying. The woman in the picture Walk was looking at from when she was younger made me think of the judge.
That's racist.
It makes me wonder if that's the person that she had to split up from, and what was the real reason for that. Man, there's so much got to find out. Sims, of course, has a very good idea of what Juliette is up to, and I think he's just trying to figure out how much does she already know. And now with those people seeing her on the camera, I think they're going to realize that she knows so much that she's either going to have to be destroyed or brought in to their conspiracy. I wonder if they'll do that, because honestly, a conspiracy like this, if it really is especially about something that's really truly important enough to be killing people over and everything, sometimes you want to make an effort to see if you can bring someone in on it, just because like she is capable and everything, and she does know a lot, and she might be useful to them if they can actually get her onto their way of thinking, whatever that is. And I would imagine that the biggest way to do that, which is also the reason why they might try, is if the stakes are truly high enough. It looks like we're definitely starting to get close to some actual answers. And how many episodes are in this show? I want to say it's 10.
Correct!
I have to recharge the phone. It's only at 36%, so it's going to die before I film one more episode. So I'm definitely have to recharge the phone, but I'm going to have to seriously consider whether or not I want to just try to power through the whole series now, because I feel like we're so close. We're getting so close to actual answers now, and I need to know. Let me know what you guys thought of the episode, what your speculation is, if you are at the same point as me. Obviously, as I say all the time, you can talk to other people who have either read the books or are further ahead in the show in the comments too. Just use your spoiler warnings for what episode or books or whatever you're spoiling, and some spaces, like maybe 4 or 5 lines of space, just to keep people like me and other, tasty morsels who haven't gotten past this part from knowing what's coming. Especially with something like this that is mystery driven. Please don't ruin it. I will, of course, join in the comments when these go live. If I've already finished the show and everything, I'll let you know. But I will also always use spoiler warnings myself. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for joining me. I'm going to go and sit with my exploded brain right now and try to make sense of what I just saw over the past episode and the previous one too. And as always, do your best to stay safe and be well, and I will see you for the next one. Bye-bye.
Heat that lotion up. Hotter the better.